guys, let me know if you can see and hear me. We are gonna get started. It is May 3rd already, you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Got a lot to go over today. My name's Jessie. I'm with Decker Truckline, and we go live every Tuesday right here on our YouTube channel. So join with me here. We're gonna talk about fitness, and I'm hoping you can hear me. And hopefully I'm not screaming at you. There we go. All right, I do have a mic set up here. All right, you know what? I'm gonna stream on, what am I streaming on? This thing too, TikTok at the same time. So bear with me so that I can try and do both simultaneously. I never stream on TikTok, so this is gonna be new. Let's hope I don't break anything. How's that? All right, we'll see if this works. All right. Hey, you guys, thanks for joining me here on TikTok. We are going live. I'm streaming on my YouTube as well as TikTok, and we are talking about exercises for drivers to help improve posture, mental health, just overall physical fitness. And, I know you guys already know this, but there are more reasons to be physically fit than just losing weight. It might be better mobility or improved mobility. It might be for just better lung capacity. Maybe you need to watch your nutrition a little bit more. And nutrition and exercise, they go hand in hand together. More often than not, nutrition is going to be even more important. But exercise, it's great for the heart, it's great for the mind, it cleanses. And this is Mental Health Awareness Month, so we want to make sure that you guys are well aware of the resources that we have available here at Decker, as well as resources out in the world available to you. So I'm going to do some exercises with you. You can see on the screen, if you're on my YouTube, you can see on the screen some of the exercises that we offer and the breakdown. But if you're not on our YouTube and you're on our TikTok, just know that you can get these exercises available to us. We'll be putting them on our Pinterest, as well as just emailing me at marketing@deckermail.com, and we will send you a copy of, we actually have two things for you. We have our little workbook here. This is just a manual with some of the workouts available to you, some motivation, as well as journaling opportunities, and then we also have a fitness planner, a tracker for you with the workouts on there. So dive in, let's have a little bit of fun with this. I can't see all of the comments on my TikTok, so I apologize for that because I've got a couple of screens here and trying to monitor them, so we'll see how I do before we dive in. Always remember that you need to consult a doctor or a physician before you go ahead and do so, before you go ahead and dive into any of these exercises, because everybody has different limitations, different abilities, and the doctor may have different restrictions for you as well. So please consult a doctor and make sure that all is good. All right, so I just want to make sure that you guys, I'm not missing any of the comments that are coming in here. Excellent. Game on, right? All right, so how to improve your fitness? You got to choose a reason. What's your reason for getting fit? Are you just trying to have more energy, have more mental clarity? There we go. Mental clarity is hard to come by if you're not meditating on a regular basis or working out, because sometimes you can just be in your head so much. What kind of activities do you like to do? Find something that you enjoy the most and do that, because consistency is key. And you're only going to stay consistent if you enjoy the activity. I personally love to play basketball. And if I had the opportunity to play basketball every single day, I probably would take them up on it, because it's something I get so excited for. It's just a high for me. It's an endorphin rush. And a lot of you guys have that. It might be hiking, might be playing catch, football, baseball, whatever it is. And you guys can find others to join in and play, maybe bring a couple of mitts with you out on the road and find somebody to play catch with you. Hiking might be something that you enjoy. I absolutely love to hike. It's also a great way to get your dog out there and out on the road with you. So yet another option. So have some fun with that. How are we doing time-wise? All right. Okay, so goals. What are your goals? Usually your reason for getting fit is also part of your goals. Set some achievements, put some numbers on it, put a timeline on it so that you know what you're working with. And don't get frustrated if you don't meet that expectation. You want your goal to be high enough that you really have to work to get there, that you're pushing yourself to get there. But in the same sense, you don't want to punish yourself for not obtaining the goal. You just evaluate, take a look at it, gauge where you need to be, and set a new goal. It might be the same goal, just with a different timeline on it. So it might be the same, maybe it's the number of pounds that you want to lose. Could be the same amount, just adding another month to it or whatever the case might be. You might be working to get your A1C levels down. There's a variety of goals that you can have out there. It doesn't always have to mean inches or calorie reduction or weight loss. So figure out what's most important to you. And then reward yourself. But you know what? Let's not reward ourselves with ice cream. I know I like ice cream too. Ice cream or cookies or cake. Maybe it needs to be a new shirt, a new pair of shoes, maybe a little bit more time for you, maybe a massage, whatever the case might be. You can reward yourself with lots of options. And get some support. We have a Facebook group called Driven. And if you are part of the Decker family, please join us on that. Driven, hey Amy, and we'll be able to help encourage you along the way and give you support just along the way with food tips. And I know Colleen does a fantastic job of providing food tips, especially for vegans. And then I know Thomas jumps on there every once in a while and gives some food tips there. His are not vegan, but he has a variety of prepped meals that he cooks on the truck as well. Now, he used to do a lot of cooking on the truck, even the preparing and everything, but now that he is an owner-operator for us with an older truck. It has a little bit less space, so he does a lot of meal prep ahead of time, where Colleen does most all of it in her truck, and she has I believe she's in one of our 579 Peterbilts, so she's got a little bit more room, and she's got a lot of the resources too. Now, all of our trucks come well equipped with APUs and inverters and refrigerators and microwaves, so we've got a lot of amenities on there available that you can use to help, to make life a little bit easier for you on the road, especially for eating options. Plus, a lot of our drivers choose to get those Ninjas, like the Ninja is just an example, but they have the air fryers and flat top grills and things like that you can use. But join one of the Facebook groups, whether it be ours or another, and you'll be able to get a lot of resources for cooking on the truck. Pinterest is awesome at that. So is TikTok and YouTube. So they do create a lot of opportunity for you. And then get started on your fitness plan. So no matter what your age is, there's definitely levels that you can do. I'm going to show you a few, I'm going to show you a few exercises. If you were on our Facebook Live yesterday, some of these exercises are going to be familiar, some of them not. But most importantly, I'm going to show you some back exercises and stretches, because that is one of the largest pains, one of the biggest pains that most people deal with when they're driving for a living. All right, I'm talking a lot, so I gotta get my water. Lots of water. P.S. Make sure that you're drinking a ton of water so that you can stay hydrated. And again, with mental clarity, it's really important. So, Mental Health Awareness Month. That's what this is all about. And we're going to, in the next couple of weeks, we'll be talking about a few different things. Fitness is obviously our topic as of today and for the week. And then we'll be talking a little bit more, besides the fitness and exercise, we'll be talking more about nutrition here in the next couple of weeks. And the week 3 of May, we're going to bring on Andrea. Andrea Colbert is our benefits coordinator, and she works with several of our benefit providers in order to find some quality resources for you, not only for mental health, but your physical health as well. And so she's going to interview with me and give you some of those resources and how-tos to have access to them. Speaking of access, when it comes to the Fort Dodge, Iowa terminal, if you go into the Welcome Center or into the PDC, you can actually get some free or day passes for the rec center in Fort Dodge. So don't forget that those are accessible to you. They are free. They're available at the PDC in Fort Dodge, and those are day passes for the rec center. So awesome. All right, mobility. It's vital for our truck drivers. So as a driver, your mobility obviously can be very compromised, and you could be struggling getting in and out of the truck. You might have struggled getting that fifth wheel down, or maybe maybe getting under the trailer for a proper pre-trip and checking everything, getting up in there, checking the engine and stuff, making sure that there's no twists, turns, breaks, crumbles, or anything like that, holes in anything along the way. So checking your tires and getting in and out of the trailer, or up and down off the trailer if you're a flatbed, or maybe even throwing tarps. Mobility, it's important, and you want to make sure that you continue to increase your mobility, or at least sustain the mobility that you currently have. So again, we're going to work on a couple of these exercises for you as examples. I'm trying to figure out where to put my paperwork here. So always warm up, and your warm up could consist of a number of different things. You could be going on a walk or a light jog. You could be doing jumping jacks, high knees, walking or running in place. Walking in place, you're keeping your feet put down. You can lift your legs. Jumping jacks is an option. Jump rope is another option, and there's so many varieties of jump rope. 2 feet, every other, high knees, ins and outs, back and forth, jump up and jump forward. All different options there for jumping jacks. Get creative. Now, if you're doing, not jumping jacks, if you're doing jumping jacks or jump rope, keep in mind that your calves are going to get tight. If you're like me, I have really big calves. So they get tight super easy. You want to stretch. Always stretch afterwards. Hold for 15 seconds to 30 seconds, whatever that move might be. Bring your toe to your knee or to your shin, and just bend at your hips. Bend a little bit at the knee. There, you're hinging at the hips. And hold that. And honestly, it'll feel great, especially after a lot of jump ropes. And then switch it up. Okay. Now, before a workout, you want to do just slow movements, like a slow lunge to warm up. You're warming up the muscles. You don't want to hold them in place, so you don't want to sit and do those stretches that are just going to sit and hold for 15 to 30 seconds initially, because you're not warming the muscle up. You can pull at that point. So warm yourself up, whether you're going for a hike, a walk, doing some sort of activity in place, but get yourself warmed up so that you can start the workout. All right. Now we've got a couple of different options for our workouts. Let me see if I can get you. Again, I do want to kind of go over some of the back exercises, because those are vital for anybody that is driving long distance. Keep in mind, if you're working out, sorry, I've got papers all over here. If you're working out at a vigorous pace, like a high intensity versus a lower intensity, you're not going to need to work out as long. Your body will be exhausted sooner, and you're really pushing yourself, so you're really not going to have to work out as long. So keep that in mind. It should be a given. Playing basketball, up and down the court, up and down, is going to tire you out. You can't do that for hours on end. You know, you might only be able to do that for an hour or two. Where hiking you might be able to, or walking you might be able to do for a lot longer. And everybody's fitness level is different. So please keep that in mind. Always keep that in mind. All right. So a couple of exercises that you can do for your back to make sure that you are stretching it out, standing tall, all of the above. When you are sitting in the driver's seat, make sure that you are sitting tall on your, basically on your sit bones, and your vertebrae is stacked on top of each other. You can feel it. You can feel it in your breath. You can feel it in your core. Now your core, I mentioned this yesterday for anybody who likes the saran wrap illustration. Pretend that you've got saran wrap wrapped around you from, basically you put your arms down from your legs up to your shoulders, right underneath your shoulders, your armpits, wrapped around. That is your core. From the front to the back and everything in between. That is your core. Now flex the inner core of your body. Flex it. And you can feel the stability that you create when you flex it. You can tell that my breathing is off when I do that. And then just sit and tap. Tap your abs. You can feel that strengthening and that stability happening, right? All right. Now loosen up a little bit. And now tap. Oh, we don't like that one, right? So hold that tight. Flex those muscles and tap. That's your core. Pilates, a Pilates-based movement or Pilates exercises are fantastic for strengthening your core. And when you sitting on a regular basis, whether you're in an office or you're in a truck, your core weakens the more you slouch and the worse your shoulders roll forward. So keep those shoulders back, your elbow or your shoulders away from your ears and down. So they're down away from your ears, they're back, good posture, and your vertebrae is stacked on top of each other. All right? That's going to get us started. That's where we want to be. Now, whether you're sitting, which is basically a squat, right? So whether you're sitting, here's my first squat, as I sit in the chair, right? That's a squat. You want to be able to do a lot of these. So whether you're starting out doing squats in and out of a chair, you can start with your hands if you need to. Move them to your legs, not on your knees, but on your thighs, and then going without hands. And you can feel, as you strengthen your core, tighten your core when you get up, you can feel that that's getting a lot of work, right? You're feeling a lot of that. All right. So that's your first squat. Now, if you don't need a bench or a chair and can do this on your own, keep your legs shoulders width apart, your toes and your knees traveling over your toes or tracking over your toes. If you can do this with your arms up in the air, fantastic. Otherwise, you can put them in the prisoner hold, right? Putting your butt back. Push that back towards the door. Bend at your knees and hinge at your hips. All the way back and all the way up. Now, when you come up, you're not locking your knees, but you are pushing your hips forward for a full wrap around your core, right? All right. And let's slow it down. So breathe in for a count of 3 and breathe out for a count of 2 as you stand up. All right. Get those squats in. Those are your warm-ups. If you can do 15 to 30, fantastic. Get those started for a warm-up. Shake your legs out. Now you have another one. Plank. Plank is another core exercise that's fantastic for you. There's a couple of different ways that you can do this. You can either do the plank. What I got here? Hey, Nicole. You can either do the plank using a bench or a step. So if you want to use the step of your truck, awesome. Make sure that your hands are directly below your shoulders and that you are very stable. Excellent? Excellent. Okay. Otherwise, so you would have your feet out straight, hands right above your shoulders, and you're hovering. You're holding that. Flex that core all the way. And you're holding that for 15 seconds at minimum. At minimum. Increase at 15-second intervals if you can. Okay? Now, the next one is all the way on the floor. So get all the way onto the floor and hold it. Again, my hands are directly below my shoulders. Directly below my shoulders. and you can hold it there. The next option is to go onto your elbows. So elbows directly below your shoulders and hold it. My feet are flexed. I'm pushing my heels to the back of the room or away from me. By doing that, it tightens my core all the way around me and basically giving you a girdle so that you can hold yourself up. And hold yourself from 15 seconds to 30 at the very minimum, and then continue to increase in 15-second intervals. All right? There you go. That's your plank. So now we have done the squat, and then we've done the plank. Now you can think of the bird dog. Bird dog is another great exercise for somebody who is trying to strengthen their core and work on their mobility. A bird dog pose is a yoga pose or Pilates pose or whatever. And you're on your hands and knees, so you're on all fours. You're going to extend opposite leg, opposite arm, hold it for a count of 3, and then reverse the other leg and the other arm for a count of 3. So again, on your hands and knees, shoulder width apart, both your hips and your arms, directly under your shoulders for your arms, and your knees should be directly under your hips. I'm going to extend my left leg and my right arm, hold for a count of 3, and bring it in. Extend my left arm, right leg, hold for a count of 3, and bring it in. Now, when you extend and you hold for 3, when you bring it in, you can curl where you're flexing and just doing a crunch at the same time, and then extend again and do the opposite arm. So that's just one step further. Remember, modification is just doing one arm and one leg at a time. Okay? And then the arm, then the leg. Everybody has different fitness levels. Make sure that you adjust to your own fitness level. And as always, make sure that you are talking to your doctor ahead of time. All right? All right, more mobility exercises and core back exercises for somebody who's driving on a regular basis. So let's say that you have some pain right here on your back, okay? High back, right below your neck. A great way to stretch that is to combine your arms in like a prayer, okay? Try and keep your arms at a 90-degree angle. Can you see that? Excellent. And then you're going to keep them together and raise them. It's a very short, small movement. That will burn so bad, but it's a great arm workout as well as a stretch. If you can do that for 30 seconds, awesome. Continue to do that. Next one is to stretch your arms. You're going to put your arms like a goalpost. Excellent. All right. You're going to stretch them over your head and just pull down. Slowly pull, but with strength. I like to flex as I do it because it just makes me have more resistance. And I'm bringing my shoulder blades together. Can't really see that, but putting my shoulder blades together. All right? That's the exercise. There you go. And that feels so good. All right. Yet another exercise or another stretch. If you can find a wall or somewhere where you can stretch this out, you're going to take that same motion that you had before, and this time I'm going to go up against the wall and I'm going to push right here. Okay? Push right there and hold. Really stretch that lower back out. Start to tuck your head and push and hold. Excellent work. Excellent stretch for you. All right. Good? You guys trying those along with me? They feel good. You should be doing them. Slow neck roll. All right, get your shoulders down, away from your ears and back. And you're just going to slowly roll. Be smart when you do this. You don't want popping to happen. That hurts. And then reverse. So it's a very slow, not force, but it's a stretch. Bringing your chin to your shoulder and around. All right, another stretch. Great stretch for your back. If you can, clasp your hands in the back, okay? And then flex your arms and straighten your arms and lift them as high as you can. Clearly, I did not lift my hands high. If you need help, find something you can put them on to lift a little bit higher and hold for 15 to 30 seconds. Tell me that doesn't feel good, right? Absolutely. Great core stretch. Okay, next one. This one's one of my favorites, but I also hate it because it's hard. You've got the pigeon, but there's a couple of different variations of the pigeon. So the pigeon is lying, if you can see this, putting your front leg at a 90-degree angle and your back leg straight. Hate it because I can't do it well. And some of you are going to be, but it's really going to stretch out the outer part of your leg. Try and keep your back leg as straight as possible and stay on top of your hips. All right? You want to be on top of them, not on your knee, but on top of your hips. And again, hold for 15 to 20 seconds. So this is the first variation, and I have to do both legs, otherwise I'm lopsided and it hurts. So there you have it. Both sides, excellent. Hang on there. Okay, so that's the first part. Now you can do a runner's lunge, which will feel great for your internal. So basically start from the lunging position and then go down and touch the ground if you can. If you can't, don't go onto your knee, but go onto your thigh and just hold it. Straighten that back out, that back leg out, excuse me. And try and stand tall where your shoulders are away from your ears. And hold that and breathe. And then push yourself back off. You might need to put your leg back first and then start from the lunge position again and then do the other leg. All right? Excellent. And then hold that. Now, for those of you who are a little more flexible, you can go inside of your leg, kind of tilt your leg out a little bit and get that inner thigh stretch a little bit more. All right? But keeping your back strong throughout. You're still working your core during your stretches. You're not getting sloppy, because if you stop holding your core in during the stretches, you'll notice that your back can like slip in and out, and your form will get poor. So keep that in mind. I'm missing a lot of these comments, and I apologize, you guys. All right, cool. All right, what else do we have? Let's talk about some of the workouts, okay? You will have, if you get access to this fitness planner, just reach out to me, marketing@deckermail.com. And there are copies at the PDC if you want them in Fort Dodge. Katie said she can make copies if they're out and you want one, just let her know. All right, first page. It's a 7-day planner, by the way. Just make multiple copies. All right, the first page. It starts with, for those of you who can't see this, got it? All right, there you have it. All right, we've got the day. Mark off the day of the week, gratitude. Remember, this is Mental Health Awareness Month. If you don't recognize the good things in life, then you'll poison your own mind. So please make sure you take a moment of every single day to be thankful. You guys, being thankful you can be thankful for the smallest of things. You can be thankful for the breath that you received today. Maybe fresh air, maybe a nice, cool morning to wake up to. Maybe a warm morning to wake up to. Maybe rain. You know, we've needed rain so much. And on Saturday and Friday, it was pouring. I was so thankful for the rain. So thankful. It's hard for me to be thankful for the snow, but I know I need the preset. So I gotta be thankful. Be thankful for the little things. Be thankful for the great things, the big things. Be thankful that you have a company that you can reach out to if you have any questions or concerns. Be thankful that you have benefits. Be thankful that you have a place to sleep. Just be thankful. Find something to be thankful. Thankful that you have family that loves you. Thankful that you have friends and you've got support. All right. Mental health awareness. Gratitude is the first key. Physical fitness is fantastic, and it's definitely a great supporter of mental health. But gratitude, you can't beat gratitude, okay? All right, and what's your motivation? My motivation is I want to lose 10 pounds, or I want to decrease my A1C. I want to improve my heart rate. There's a variety of things that you can do. I'm ready to drop 3 pounds or 3 dress sizes, or pant sizes, whatever the case might be. All right. And then there's a place for your meals. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. Cool? Make sure that you're documenting those. If weight loss is your goal, then documenting what you eat will help to improve it. There is a statistic. Don't ask me what it is. But those who document or record or journal their meals are more likely to see success with their weight loss than those who don't. And I can't remember what the statistic is. I want to say it's 35%, but I could be full of malarkey. So let's just know that there's a statistic in your favor if you are documenting or journaling your meals. Okay? All right. And then water. You know what? Do not underestimate the power of water. Yes, I always have my water bottle. I get made fun of by my husband all the time because I have multiple water bottles usually with me, but I don't like to be thirsty. And I talk a lot for one, so that helps. And then I'm active. So I want to make sure that my water is always nearby. Make sure that you guys are drinking plenty of water. For every 8 ounces of water that you drink, there's a little water drop here for you to mark, whether you're checking it off, coloring it in, or putting an X, whatever the case might be. Document how much water you've been using. And then, I'm going to skip this area right here. This is where our exercises are, so we're going to come back to this. For those who are on YouTube, you can see the exercises for drivers. It's the same information that's in this little box here, okay? All right. Now, document your sleep. Sleep is so important. Why do you think that the DOT considers sleep or birth as part of physical fitness or as part of the driver fitness? Because sleep is so important. It's important to your mental health. It's important to your physical health. Make sure you're getting plenty of sleep. Now, I do know that for some of us, our hours vary. You know, the pickup time, delivery time, all of that is going to have some say in when we sleep. But there are exercises that you can take, breathing exercises more specifically, that you can do to help get yourself into a calm sleep cycle, basically, in preparing yourself for sleep so that you have a good night's sleep, a solid, great REM night's sleep. Sleep is important. Document how many hours of sleep you had the night before. Minutes. Minutes is for exercise. How long were you active today? How many minutes? Hours, whatever. How long did you work out? Or were you active? You know, workout, the phrase workout can be intimidating or even annoying to some people. Don't worry about it. It's an activity that you like to do. Have fun with it. Intensity. What's your intensity level? If you are a high intensity worker outer, I don't know, whatever. If you like to work out hard, then you're going to have high intensity on here. If you we'll have a couple bursts here and there that are fairly vigorous, then moderate workout. If it's walking or low intensity for you, like I said, walking is high intensity for some, not for others. So if you're walking at a fast pace and at a great incline, that could be a high intensity workout for you. All right, then you're not going to need to work out as long. You want about 150 minutes of vigorous activity, or 150 minutes of activity, moderate activity, a week. But you only need like 75 of vigorous activity a week if you're, at a higher level. So keep that in mind. So intensity level, what your weight is. Now you don't have to document all of this. Document what matters to you. If you don't care what your weight is and you just want to feel better in your own skin, maybe you want your heart rate to be here instead of weight. I like to document my heart rate. I like to see how far I can push my heart rate, and I like to see how low my heart rate can go when I'm relaxed and using breathing exercises. Because to me, that is a measurement of my health. If I have a low heart rate and I can push my heart rate during my high intensities, that's a good sign for me. But that's my goal. That doesn't need to be your goal. So you can switch that out. Calories. I am not a calorie counter. I do not like to do that. So you might choose not to have calories on this. But at the same sense, you might choose to control whatever it is, your portion control. Now, when it comes to portion control, I try my best to do it. I'm not good at that. I'm not. And I definitely don't do calories because it's too much brain work. I don't like it. I like to enjoy the process. So I'll choose foods that are healthier for me instead of having to count the calories. I just know what is better for me. If it's all natural, if it's not processed, I know I'm going to be doing better. And then I use the fist as a measurement for my food portions, for oils or fats, different. You guys know those things? I'll post that. I'll post it in the group. And then any other notes that you want. Okay? Can you hear my cat? All right, so some of the exercises. These are an idea for you. Remember, always consult your doctor. But this is an option for you. If you choose to stick with a 7-day plan, there's 7 days of exercises. Some of them are rest days that you can put in cardio for, and others you don't need to. But someone made my cat angry. Hey, Shrimp. Yeah, my cat's name is Shrimp, by the way. Shrimp Diggity is what I call her. Come here. All right, air squats. You're annoying me. Shrimp. Zip it. Okay. All right, air squats is the first one. This is day 1. Back lunges and heel tap crunches. If you guys have any questions on how to do this, we're going to show you, okay? We're going to show you a few. And you can do all of these exercises or some of them. What I highly suggest is that you do 30 seconds of the exercise followed by the rest. So in this case, there's 3 exercises one after another. You see? So you've got 3 exercises, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, and then a minute rest. All right? Now you can do the exercises 5 times in a row. It all depends on what your level is. Okay, everybody's fitness level is different. Remember that. And do not judge yourself. Do not punish yourself. Recognize your limitations and then push yourself in a positive way. All right? So air squats, back lunges. Back lunges, you're starting with shoulder width apart. Keep your legs shoulder width apart. Because if you keep them close and then you do a back lunge, I can tell you what, you're going to be shaking. Tighten that core up, take a strong step back, and then bend at the knees. And just dip low. There you go. All right, and push back up. So that's a back lunge. Heel tap is a crunch. Heel tap crunch where you're sliding from heel to heel. Excellent. All right, walking lunges. Walking lunges is a little bit different. You're starting in the front or you're starting in the back and you're going forward, and so the back lunge is going the opposite direction. Remember, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, followed by rest. I like to do 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds of the exercises, and repeat 5 times before I rest. Okay. Now there are some exercises that I can't do that many rounds without resting. I can tell you that when it comes to mountain climbers, I struggle. All right. Mountain climbers, great stability exercise for you. Really works your shoulders as well as your hip mobility. Okay. Glute bridge march, reverse leg RDL. This is the reverse leg RDL. You're standing on one leg. Okay. One leg, bend the other leg. Oop, you can see my balance. Now, an RDL, you're doing a deadlift. So you're pushing your hips back. Okay. I'm not bending my knee. I'm pushing my hips back, and I'm sliding my hand down my shin. And then I come up and clearly lost my balance. Okay, so let's see if I can do this again. Keep your chin at a neutral level as you slowly come down, and try and fix your eyes on something, because I can tell you that's going to make a big difference. And then do it again. So you're going to do 15 seconds on each side, and then rotate and do the same thing. My hips go back, and I slide down my shin, and then back up. I am not trying to stay with my head. See how my chin has lifted? That is not a neutral spine. Do not do that. And do not curve it. Try and keep it neutral. Okay? And your eyes fixed on something. All right. There you have it. Keeping your shoulders back and down. All right, that's RDL. What else do we have? Reverse crunch. Reverse crunch is where you're laying on your back and you're pulling your knees to your chest. All right? So here we go. We're laying on the back. I don't know if you can see me on TikTok. Laying on your back. You can put your hands down for support. Your feet are at a 90-degree angle. And as you breathe out, your knees come to you. Excellent. All right. Game on. All right, how are we doing? How many of you guys are doing these with me, by the way? I'd like to know. Yes, please. There are 7 days of exercises. Have fun with them. I'm missing comments. William? Bill, are you willing to go live with me? How are you doing? I can only see so many of the comments. It's a much smaller screen. All right, push-ups. One thing about push-ups, remember there's always some options here. You can use, if you can do push-ups on your knees, I highly suggest you protect your knees with either a towel or a mat. This is a soft little cushion here. And try and keep your knees shoulder width apart, just like your arms, okay? If you don't need to use your knees, and you can get up on your feet, or you're trying to move from your knees to your feet, flex your feet, okay? I know that sounds like you probably are questioning why, but it tightens your core. I can do a plank or even more push-ups, a plank for longer or more push-ups by just flexing my legs, tightening my core all together. You'd be amazed by how many more you can do. Plus your form is better. Your back's not going to slide or arch or whatever. So, push-ups. Boat hold, diamond push-ups. It looks like a spade to me. Why do they call it diamond? I don't know. I'm going to say spade. But when you're doing these, remember that your elbows can go out or back for more of a tricep. And we'll have tricep push-ups in there too. Tricep push-ups. T4 raise, plank, rotating mountain climbers. You know how, if you're anything like me, I hate mountain climbers. But when I had chipped my meniscus, or tore my meniscus, mountain climbers were something that I couldn't do. I could do a lot of my other workouts, but mountain climbers were not one of them. So once I had my surgery, I could do mountain climbers, and I was so happy. Stupid, but happy. Mountain climbers are my least favorite. They really help with your core though, and as you put your hands right underneath your shoulders, do opposite leg, opposite elbow, and you can go slow or you can go fast. You really test your stability the faster you go. Another option, however, is to stand up and do mountain climbers. So if you want to raise your hands and you're like climbing a rope, you can use opposite. See if I can do this. It's like Simon says, I'm so sorry. Okay, so mountain climber, and then you can go fast with it. Right? That's another option. You're not working your stability or your core stability as much, but you're still working it. And you might be out of breath. Okay. What else do we have? Superman. Superman is great for your back. It's where you lay on your stomach and you extend your arms and you pull them up, legs as well. Star crunch is the reverse. You're on your back and you're doing that. Jump rope, high knees. All of the above. All right, what else do we have? Mountain climbers. Sumo squat, for those of you wondering what a sumo squat is, it's a little bit wider squat. You're going to want to track your knees over your legs. So instead of shoulder width apart, you're going to go wider than shoulder width. And then you're going to sink low, keep your chest up. Sink low, and then raise, okay? A pulse is just staying lower without extending your legs. So a sumo pulse is staying from here and going up like this. So you see where I'm not extending. Now you can do small pulses where it's even smaller movement, or you can do larger pulses. Either way, your legs will get tired. Shoulder plank taps. So you're doing a plank and you're doing shoulder taps. Right? There you go. Curtsy lunges. Little bit different with a curtsy lunge. Standing at least hip width apart. And then as you put your foot behind you, you still want to keep your hips facing forward. Don't twist them. Then you're just going to twist your knee. So keep your core strong and dip. So my knee is directly above my foot. And I'm really bending here at the hips. Okay? So again. And then come back up. Same thing. This is not a narrow curtsy. You guys can't see here. You're not a narrow curtsy. See how my leg goes way back here? And then this knee is going to go directly above this foot. Really squatting down. Cool? All right. What else do we have? Glute holds, where you're doing a glute lift. Okay? Glute lift, and then hold one leg out. And the same. 15 seconds each side. Woo! Another oblique exercise that works awesome. And when you do it, you're like, that's not doing anything. Then you're not doing it right. But if you watch somebody do it, you're like, it's nothing. Okay, so stand up tall, hip width apart. Always athletic stance. That's the athletic stance. Okay. All right. Stand tall, shoulders back. Tall, vertebrae upon vertebrae. Excellent. Hands down at your side. You're going to slide your hands, okay? I'm going to take a deep breath in. And as I go out, and slide as low as I can. And then I'm going to breathe in. And as I pull up, I breathe out. Now do it on the other side. Make it slow. And add like a pound or two. You will feel it Make sure your shoulders are back. It'll work. I promise you. You'll feel it. You'll be like, man, what did I do? You did obliques. Standing oblique crunches is what you did. It's awesome, people. No doubt. Okay, scapula push-ups. This one's a little quirky for some of you, but it really will help with the stability. Scapula push-up, scapula right here, okay? So basically, you're going to be in a push-up position and you're going to release your shoulders just a little bit. It is a super small movement, you guys. Super small. Okay, let me see if you can see. Ready? Shoulder width apart, directly underneath my shoulders. And then up. Drop, and then up. Try and keep your head neutral. It is an awkward thing, but you'll feel it for sure. Kick throughs. You're going to be in a beast position. If you don't know what beast position, also animal crawl position, where you go from your hands and knees, okay? Your hands and knees directly under your knees, directly under your hips, hands directly under your shoulders, okay? And then you're going to go onto your toes. So you're hovering your knees about 2 inches off the ground. So this is a bear pose or an animal crawl pose. And then you're going to kick through. So you're just going to braid your foot right through. So that's a kick through, okay? Now you may only be able to do this, where you have to keep both hands on. You can do that, that's okay. Everybody's different. Don't worry about it. Don't judge yourself, or anybody else for that matter. Inchworm, starting tall. You're gonna roll down, and you're gonna walk yourself out to a plank. All right? Now you can do a push-up here, or you can do a pike push-up, where you walk yourself back a little bit, your hips are up in the air, and you're pushing right below your shoulders. You'll feel a stretch in the back of your legs. Right? And then you walk back up. That is an inchworm. What else do we have? Pulse rows. So rows, bringing your scapulas back, right? You can do it with or without weights. I like these band things. I like weights, but these are better for you, okay? So if you have a band, awesome. If not, you don't need one. You just go slow, add resistance to it yourself. There's a row. Now, push-ups are great. If you can lower yourself down into a cobra, you can create a row here. Here's a row in a push-up, right? Just slow it down as you lower down. Excellent. There's one option. The other option is actually a row this way. So extend. You can see me. I don't know if you can see me. But you're going to lift your shoulders and your arms up. That's a row. A lane row. A row pulse. All right. Side planks. How many exercises can we give you guys? There's so many body weight exercises out there. Side plank. You can do them on your knee. You can do them on your feet. If you do them on your feet, you can stagger your feet. And up. This elbow has to be below the shoulder. Put your arm up. Put it down. Put it on your hip. You can lower it and lift. That's another one. You can start from your knees. Stack your knees. Lower, lift. All right, or just hold. You have either option, but you have two sides. What else do we have? Windshield wipers, you got those. That was day 6. So more running, or walking, or exercise, or rest. Stretching on a day of rest is definitely doable. A side crunch can be done several different ways. You can do it like a toe tap, but you can also do it where you're on your side, like literally on your side. Try and stack your hips, square your shoulders, and breathe out. And then back down. Cool? You have two sides, don't forget to do the other side. I think we got them all. How cool are we? All right, you guys, thank you for joining me for that. Now, if you want your fitness plan, your 7-day fitness plan, get a hold of me at marketing@deckermail.com. I will put it in the Driven Facebook group, and I'll let everybody know in the Decker Truckline Driver Facebook group as well. We'll post it on our Facebook page. What else would be easier for you guys? Go ahead and get it. Or talk to your doctor. Get some music, start dancing a little bit more often. Find an activity that you like. Could be do more TikTok dances, right? Maybe that's your activity. That's a great way to start, actually. If I could dance, that's what I would do. I can't dance. I did one TikTok video. Hey, Dean. I did one TikTok video with dancing, and I got made fun of. But that's because I can't dance. Yeah, it's true. What else do we have? Lower back pain relief. If you want a copy of this, this is just more of our fitness guide, a little bit of information on mental health and fitness guide. You'll be able to see some of the exercises that are great for lower back pain and helping to reduce that lower back pain. You know what another great exercise is the washing machine. So if you just shoulders down, stand tall, there you go, moving around. Dean says he's gonna hula dance. If you can hula dance, I want a video of that, Dean. I can't hula dance either. This is a great way to relax and lengthen your back. I would love to see you hula, Dean. Let's see it. Share it. I can't do that either. But I want to see everybody try. That should be our next competition. Katie, you hear that? That's our next competition. All right. In this one, you will also have access to the workout. Now, this is the fitness planner tracker, but the workouts are also in this other one. It's a 7-day workout. If it's not enough and you want more ideas, just reach out to me. As long as you are consulting a physician beforehand, I have lots of exercises that I can give you. Dean says, I'll video others doing it. I'm going to Hawaii and ooh, let's see what you got. That's awesome. All right, and then what else do I have in here? Also, I have practicing gratitude. Fitness is awesome, you guys, and it'll clear your mind. It'll give you the endorphins you need. It'll give you that extra bit of energy and mood enhancement, but be grateful for the things you have, the abilities that you do have, the things that you can do. If you can't run, but you can walk, be thankful for that. If you are able to run, be thankful for that. If you are able to get up out of bed, be thankful for that. If you received a call from a loved one, be thankful for that. If you got a load that you were so excited about, be thankful for that, right? Be thankful. Probably one of the most important things in life that we often overlook. Journaling is phenomenal. And it's just part of recognizing the things that we've achieved or the way that we feel, okay? And what we hear most is what will determine our attitude. So if we hear a lot of negativity, we're going to be negative. If we hear a lot of positivity and encouragement, we're going to be encouraging and more positive. So always keep that in mind. You guys, thank you so much for joining us. I'm not sure if this is anybody's favorite type of video here on our Decker Truckline YouTube channel or our TikTok page, but I can tell you that working out every day is a must for me. It doesn't have to be a hard workout. I do like to work out hard because I feel like I've achieved more. But you know, again, everybody has their own expectations, their own limitations, and you know what makes you feel good. It clears my mind. It helps me to focus. It helps me to stay on task throughout the day. And for those of you who know me, you know that I bounce around with things and that I have high energy and I'm interested in a lot of things, so I'm always exploring options. And so having that clarity and that control is really important to me on a day-to-day basis. So, yes, that's why I work out. So what is the reason that you work out? And what is the reason you're going to start working out if you're not already? Fill me in, let me know. Dean's is because he's going on vacation, it sounds like. You want to see this cat that's... Come here. Yep, here she's angry at something. This is Shrimp. Her name is Shrimp. Shrimp Diggity is what I call her. But she's caught on me. All right. She usually works out with me. She tries to trip me up. She does a pretty good job of it. Any other questions on workouts that you can do in and around your truck? I know you're limited on space, but that does not mean that you can't do a lot of these exercises that I'm showing you. Some of the best cardio exercises are not running or walking or hiking even. Those are fantastic, don't get me wrong. They are. But some of the best exercises for you, cardio exercises, are full body squats or planks because they get your heart rate up. They do. Mountain climbers, that I love so much. Sarcasm. Those are fantastic. Fantastic cardio. You can do those in your truck. Right? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right. You guys have fun. If you have questions, reach out to me. You can get any of those guides at marketing@deckermail.com. Right? And if you're looking for additional strength bands, I like the WOD. What band are these? These are Go Fit. Some of them are the WOD Nations, but they're fantastic because they work those itty bitty muscles that are hidden, you know, amongst everything else. So this is another one, WOD Nation, that I use. It really doesn't matter. Just make sure that they're not broken, ripped, tired, anything like that. And we do have a few bands available at the Decker store, and I think at the Welcome Center. We do provide one to every driver here at Decker if you'd like. We have a few more left. So if you want one and you don't have one, you can go get one. Okay? Tricep dips are another great arm exercise, yes, that you can do while you're in the truck or outside of the truck. I know, right? Just do it, she says. Okay, you guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. We will see you next week. Take care. I don't know how to shut this one off. So this will be with me for a while, right?